Hello, myself Sunil Ramkrishna. Here, basically, we are discussing about the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically, we are talking about the target that is of Microsoft, that is of 1 kilogram, 1 lakh kilogram sand, basically, that is equal to lava. In this, basically, we are discussing sand, fire, lava, water, trees, medicine, disease, lights, power, earthquakes, all this RDX, miles, bombs, Rocky Talkie. These all basically are created by the Microsoft group basically. And Rocky Talkie is basically one utility which is created by certain level of groups basically who are basically into infrastructure creation only basically. They only creates everything basically. They have 100 types of in this basically one of the type basically is given to the Microsoft, and in this basically sim, internet, mobile lines, phone lines, all the ideas line, etc. comes basically in this basically positive and negative both side basically are there basically. Sequence of above Rocky Talkies roadmaps basically are there. So infrastructure construction works basically. Sequence of basically the Rocky Talkie basically creation basically is there basically. For example, one person told that basically what is the creation of Rocky Talkie basically. Creation of Rocky Talkie basically. For example, there are 100 types of Rocky Talkie basically created. For example, in one Rocky Talkie basically you can have SIM card, you can have internet, you can have internet means internet lines basically. Internet line means from internet how basically the internet works basically. For example, this internet basically. This internet is coming na basically. This internet I'm talking about. That internet. So that internet basically. Mobile means this mobile line. Mobile lines means everybody knows. Phone line means phone lines. All ideas line means all ideas education line also basically, and etc. basically. So in this basically each and every roadmaps basically are created of the groups basically. So you can just imagine basically the roadmaps are getting created of the Rocky Talkie group basically. So Rocky Talkie groups basically are specially used into creation of infrastructure basically. Specially used in the of infrastructure basically. Infrastructure work basically. One of the person told that how many types of infrastructure work basically are created. So in this basically we can take few examples basically. Infrastructure work basically created certain groups basically. First basically we can say this Rocky Talkie system. Rocky Talkie types basically, that is 100 types. Then we can say text box equal to 1000 cities creations. Then basically we can say novel. I am writing novel basically. I write like this only basically novel. Booting system basically. Actually it's NOV. Some spelling mistake basically here basically spelling mistake is totally different basically. But I write this only novel. Boot system basically equal to physical creations. That is assume that basically 1000 cities are created to boot the all operating systems, Unix, XP, Windows, etc., Linux, etc. Then basically what would be the infrastructure basically? Then one of the person told that infrastructure, the biggest infrastructure basically, this is sea water. This is the biggest achievement, na, basically. In this basically all objects of Earth planet taken. All objects basically are taken basically. Then basically what would be the infrastructure works basically? Then the power supply data is there basically. Power, that is the nuclear power plants. How basically that is used, we have already discussed long before basically. So these all are basically the infrastructure basically. In this basically, this is basically used by the certain level of groups. For example, this creation, this is used by whom basically? This is used by software industry basically to display the text box in the web browser basically. This is also used in the, and this is used by all sectors, and this is also used by all sectors basically. So like this basically infrastructure basically is created by that 12 lakh crore dollar group basically. That is one group basically who created everything basically. That is one group. In sky, all lines or basically or road maps created for missiles, for planes, for rockets, then for private, in plane basically everything basically came. Then basically play for view from sky to Earth planet to single home views. So like this, just you can imagine basically the creation, or rest basically you can say God energies. Duplicate persons system, like one example I had taken of that one person was doing the investigation, and in investigation basically found that basically that person is actually died in the plane crash, and one person is investigating. In that basically one call basically was connected by the software industry, that system basically. So in next video basically you are going to see that only basically.